Oh. Opponent like this should be easy. Not done!
That's freaking does
Sleep
it!
now. Here, let me help.
There you go!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf. Hearts require complete. I want magic is there! Cyclone!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
I'm in here.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Heal!
Hey!
Blow them away!
Will this help?
Double demon
I
fang!
want magic is here. Cyclone!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying? Sleep now.
Now or never.
In here. I'll heal you all.
I'm on it!
Double demon fang!
Healing circle.
Prepare to be sealed, little foot. Actually, perhaps that
I
is more
have no
appropriate.
limits!
Less talking, more doing. Do it!
Finish it!
Annihilation! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one. Dance in the wind!
Already?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Double
Dance
demon
in the
fang!
wind!
I'm on it!
Air thrust! Air thrust!
Eagle fly!
Annihilation! There's more where that came from.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes. Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is air thrust! Flop
Radiant here!
Rising Wiper!
Into the shadows!
Rising
Thunder field!
Mega Ray!
Thunder field! Chinese supernova! Thunder field! I'll heal you now!
Take care of
Glimmer Flex!
Poodle.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Not so smug! Art expert! Come through! Razor Cyclone! Annihilation!
Dragon Shell!
Rip it! Watch this!
Healing Circle! I'll fix you up!
Swallow Dance!
Recover!
Rising Wiper! What a
Ice Prison!
A new lease on
Dragon
life.
Shell!
Ice Prison! I'm out of ammo! Razor Cyclone! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Shell! Rising Wiper!
Annihilation!
It was nice.
Here I come! Dragon Shell!
Razor Cyclone! You got company! Razor
I'll
Cyclone!
finish you here and now!
Radiant!
Rising Wiper! Dragon Shell!
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Magic is there! Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Sleep now! Blah blah blah! Magic!
Sleep now.
Cyclone! Blah blah blah!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Sleep now!
Nope, that'd be silly.
Get out of there with the others! Back into the fray! Cyclone! You get the gist! Air thrust!
You alright? Yeah, I'll be okay.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Radiant punch! Razor Cyclone! I'm out of
It
ammo!
must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Close one! Right back at ya! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Razor Cyclone!
Finish it!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
It's too dangerous! Stay back!
the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy?
That's what I'm guessing. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel. But we still haven't seen anything like that happen in—
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside master cores and spirit vessels that prevents such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only—
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that—
I just can't work out why.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that— sorry. Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to—
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Everything all right?
Huh?
Or not, you—
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry, never—
All right!
Stop it! Sorry.
Nah, that's fine. No rush.
I'll keep that in mind. Whoa! Sleep now. Here's a healing arc. In here. First aid.
Now I can let
More
loose.
for the stockpile.
You're
Mega
mine.
ring.
It's over.
Here's a healing arc. Nail struck. First aid.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Let the hawking more do it. Seal. I'll heal you now. Cyclone. Healing circle.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Magic exam. Air thrust. Blah, blah, blah. Here's a healing arc.
We are freaking invincible!
Came to my
Alvin and the
rescue
others
again.
truly
We need
are
to be
strong.
careful.
What about
With
me?
the blazing sword
Cyclone.
and with my thorns.
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Ice prison. Healing circle.
I really owe you one.
Tectonic punch. Listen. Deathfall. Razor cyclone.
I'm not done.
Not safe about now.
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better.
I can feel my power growing.
Poodle?
Dawn!
Dance in the wind!
Take it!
In here!
You're mine!
Take blah blah blah, that feels good! Mega Ray! Cyclone! Whatever you do, just stay away from the force! Dance in the wind! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already up!
Sleep now! Magic is down! Field!
You're mine! Demon!
Blah blah blah! Shoot it!
There you go!
Blah blah blah! Sleep now!
Astro Ball!
That's my cue! Do it!
Shut him down!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Here I come!
Cyclone! Dance in the wind!
Do it!
Air thrust!
Hey! Blow them away! Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
Way. Dance in the wind! Sleep now! In here!
Oh,
So
now I'm real
better
mad.
left unfought. Cyclone! Hoodle?
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegus. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how
How do we even get to Lenegus?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegus. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renan who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegus would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegus, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia, so chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegus stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renan like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you.
Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is done.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it.
So...
I was wondering the same thing Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she... If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then...
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's...
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And... everyone around here...
I'll say. Feels like an...
Zephyr would have been...
Yeah, he really... Something bothering?
Nah,
I
abandoned my home. Then when I finally... What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do.
Well... rather plain.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renin rule. I'm up to my ears in Danon, and then, to top it all off...
Pretty sure we've heard this.
But enough about my problems. What can I...
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renin starship.
A starship?
To get to
Lenegis?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done.
Oh, I believe it.
Then do you have any history?
Sure, we've got...
Mind if we take a...
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
I read through all of the records, but it mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded.
And you think that might be...
I don't know. There was nothing else. It looked like it was someplace called Berg.
Berg?
That ring any bells?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently.
Another meteor in the...
I wonder if it could have been one of those...
All the more reason to check it out.
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to... But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant zoo...
A zoo golem.
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real.
All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle?
It must be the heat getting to him.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it.
Aha! So that's why his...
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're... But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up...
I think he suits his snowy complexion.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our... Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Who'll take...
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty and an...
Dohalim, I think... Looks like we made it here in one piece.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from then in... Diaz.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we...
Out of our way! Dance in the wind! In here!
That frickin' does it!
Sealed!
No further!
Their hide is thick as armor! All disasters made way!
Double demon fang!
Here, let me help! First name!
I'll crush you!
Thanks, Kisara!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you!
Demon fang!
Ice prison! I can't hold on much longer! Ice
No
prison.
armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Razor cyclone! First aid! Ice
Double
prison.
demon fang! Finish it!
Lock!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Super solo dance! Demon fang!
Razor cyclone!
Demon fang!
Ice prison!
Now I can let loose!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Demon fang!
Reload!
Take this! There you
Razor
are!
cyclone!
Rising
Ice
Wyvern!
prison!
Rising Wyvern! Hold nothing back!
Lock!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang! Dragon Shell! You're mine!
Razor cyclone!
Watch it! Raining slap!
Ice prison!
Sword Rain Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Blade!
Dance
Finish
in the
it!
wind!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
This time of night ever makes me feel so alive.
What go?
Whoa! That...
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk?
Of course.
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl.
You were so little.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll... I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got...
I could...
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with... Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and sometimes things happen...
You make a good point. I left everyone...
Exactly. You crossed all those...
Why can't a little doll have made the...
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there...
Yeah, I think so too. There's some...
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do. We've reached our... destination.
be a delicious piece of cake. In here. Don't mind if I do. Go get him! Up and at him! Let's go! You have to aim for the bright area on their back. Raging cascade!
Hit him where it hurts most!
Seal!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
He's got it! I'll leave it to you!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Let's tear him up!
Razor Cyclone! Ice Prison! You got company!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, my dear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Arch Seal!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Raging Cascade! Seal! Here's our healing arch! Sleep now. Time arch require complete focus!
It's over! Finish it!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Way to go! In here! Seal! Tidal Wave! Blah blah blah! Searing Flame! Reload!
I'm on it! Come and get double demon fang!
Searing Flame! Do it! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Sleep now. In here. The water. Blah blah blah. Magic. It's a duel of the arc. Annihilation.
ST airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you and me. Tidal Wave. You get the gist. I'm all stuffed up.
It might take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better. You and I both. Leave the enemy's arch to me.
No complaints here. I'm on it. Do it.
Get toasty.
Bird strike. Those bombs of yours are amazing.
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
This might be... some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Little help! Seal! Searing Flame! Tidal Wave! Tidal Malevolence! On stage, Freeze Lancer! Dance in the Wind! Seal!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Dance in the Wind! Seal! In here! Maelstrom! Blah Demons descend! Flashing fang! Easy! Way to go!
Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
Talon Storm!
There's always room for improvement.
My face is starting to sting. My throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Xian? Oh, wait. You're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Here goes!
Raging Cascades! Mega Ray! Sleep now!
Demon Fang!
Tidal Wave! You're one!
Turtle Devastation!
Sleep now!
Get out of the way! Here I come!
Seals! Here! This'll come in handy!
We got flyers!
I've got this!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
These
armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Will this help?
Here I come!
Tidal Wave!
Alpha!
Healing Circle!
Away!
Do it! Shield! Stand in the wind! They call me Sleep now! Mega Ray! In here, they're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Manuel!
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! First one! Right back! Lock!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go! Magic in here! Blah, blah, blah!
Watch Demon Fang! Destruction!
Do it! Lock!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
With my comrade. I'm on. Unstoppable.
And what about without them?
More. Stoppable?
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Oh, man.
Raging
I hope I live long enough to regret
Sleep
this.
now! Surrounding us! Purge Malevolence!
Here I come! Stop! Are those
Raging Cascade! Mega Ray!
Sword Rain
Seal!
Alpha! Flew away!
Hit a word.
Tidal Wave!
Leave her charges to me. No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side. I'll stop its charge!
No,
Thanks,
I
Kisara!
won't give in.
Healing
Sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on us.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, let me help. I still got some fight left in me.
I'll finish you here.
Raging cascade! Here! A banana!
Does it? You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
The waters
Here I
of
hope that was
freeze magic is that.
No, I mean, you're even better than us.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Raging cascade! Feel!
I'm jumping
Away! Hard blah blah! Here goes! Raging cascade! In here!
Eat this!
Tidal wave! Blah blah blah! Annihilation!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
What a relief!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
I'm on it!
Do it!
Talon hurricane!
Lightning! Downfall!
Talon swarm!
I'm out of ammo!
Do it! Get on!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I got it!
Rising Wiper!
Sighted!
Rising Wiper! Eat this! You'll finish Talon hurricane! Strike! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! First strike! Super Swallow Game!
Raging
Swallow
cascade!
Blade! Super Swallow Game!
Purge malevolence! Blah blah blah!
Glitter Dragon!
Sleep now! This'll come in handy!
Eat this!
The water
I'll
knows
make you here and now!
Tidal wave! Annihilation! Mega ray! Annihilation! Mega ray!
Rising Wiper!
Purge
No
malevolence!
escape!
Arctic
Eat this!
waterfall! In
Rising
here!
Wiper!
Everything slips away! Mega ray! The waters of
Too much.
Mega ray!
Super
Tidal
Swallow
wave!
Game! Watch this! Double Demon Fang! Eat this!
Now!
Jolie! Hey! Blow them away!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
I'm okay, guys.
Opponent like this should be easy.
Healing circle! Drinking water! Mega ray!
Hold nothing back!
Demon Fang!
Hey,
Damn it!
hey, drinking water! Sighted! It's over!
Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno!
Rising Wiper!
Reload!
Dragon Shell!
Rising
Wow! Demons Descend! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go! It's over! Do it! Lock!
Demons Descend! Flashing Fang!
Here I go! You're mine!
I'll put you through!
Annihilation!
Eagle! Do it!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Rising Wyvern!
I'm resistant flame! Reload!
Eagle Assault!
Radiant pierce! I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray!
Swallow Dance!
Mega ray!
Dragon Swarm! Eagle Assault!
I can feel my precision improving. This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Finally. If only we could have flown with... Oh, I think I'm about to faint from the heat.
Not used to this climate back in Cislodia, huh?
Hoodle looks about ready to drop too.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Night, everyone. I want to go back to bed.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Anybody see that?
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Let's dispose of the trash. Raging cascade!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Great. Okay.
The blackened parts
It's
are
all
weak
so
points.
strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Charge like that.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon hurricane!
Searing flame!
Crumble!
Here I come.
I'm surrounded!
Hey, drinking water! The water level!
I'll finish you here! Rolling
Hey, drinking water!
I'll tear you apart!
Raging cascade!
Demon Fang.
Sleep now!
Demon Fang.
Tidal wave!
Talon hurricane!
Annihilation!
Glimmer skull!
Take it!
Rising
I'm only
Orb.
getting
Solo
started!
dance!
Ice prison!
Talon hurricane!
Mega ray!
Finish it.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Searing flame! Reload!
Finish up.
Radiant light!
Double Demon Fang.
I'm out of ammo! I'm all
I'll
fucked up!
finish you here and
Demon
now!
Fang. I still got a ways to go.
What is this? Get Raging cascade! In here! Annihilation! The waters are freezing!
Enough done.
Tidal wave! Take it! I'm only getting started! Hey, drink Here's a healing arm!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
We've got flyers.
I've
The
got
enemy
one!
wields
Let
arts
a
too.
marksman He'll soon see about that!
All yours.
Here's the waters are magic is there! Tidal wave!
Rising Orb.
Into the shadows!
It's over.
Mega ray! Hey, drinking orb! Raging cascade!
I can carve through armor!
Enough done.
To the fray! Not so smug now!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Tidal wave! Blah, blah, blah! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Orb.
Healing circle!
Do it.
Hey, drinking orb!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Gotta break through.
Raging cascade! Here!
Rising Orb.
Hey, drinking orb! Raging cascade!
Ah! Demon Fang. Double Demon Fang. I owe you one.
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my art is at.
Sion, can you take care
All
of
my
that?
skills are said and done.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Leave the enemy's
We
arms to
barely
me.
managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Total devastation.
I'll tear you
Hey,
apart!
drinking orb! The water's
One keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
You're attacking from behind! Watch and sweep!
Okay. Here I go. Megasonic Blast. Dragon Form. Pierce through.
Hey, drinking orb! Reload! I'm out of it.
I'll finish you
Rage
here and now!
cascade! Mega ray!
Double
Free!
demon fang.
Annihilation! No complaints from me. guys. Out of our way. Raging Cascade.
I'm like bait to them.
In here. Annihilation. Mega Ray. Tidal Wave. Annihilation.
Back to the blade! Demon Fang! Double
Raging
Demon Fang!
Cascade. Here, let me help.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Astral art?
That's my deal.
Has got your name on them.
Shut him down!
All fashioned and effective.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning.
Pierce through! Sword Rain Alpha!
We got the advantage.
Good.
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause
Stay away from my friend! Demon Fang!
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Gotta be quick. I'll take them
no
all
limit.
myself.
Oh, like hell?
Demon Fang!
Now I'm in trouble.
Demon Fang!
You make quick work of it.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword!
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there'll be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dolian. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different. And for you to handle.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shiny man?
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Raging Cascade. Into the sleep now. March requires focus. Annihilation. Mega Ray. The water is the healing. Magic is everything. You got time.
Here I go! Double Demon!
Lightning. Downfall.
Double Demon!
Is this what real pain feels like?
Here. I'm out of ammo.
So fine. Long ago.
Here, let me help.
Not done yet!
First aid. Wasn't weak.
Dragon Form! Dragon Demon!
Into the shadows. Ice Prison. Mega Ray. Annihilation. Mega Ray.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It's over.
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade.
Focus!
Sleep now.
Double Demon Fang!
Tidal Wave.
Finish it!
Get toasty.
Burn Strike!
Right. Next one.
Already on.
Raging Cascade.
Hold nothing back!
Raging Cascade. Mega Ray.
Demon Fang!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming,
Raging
Manuel!
Cascade.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade. Here. In here. Mega Ray. Lightning. Here I go. It's blah, blah, blah. You get the gist. Sleep now. Seal. Radiant. More for the stockpile.
Demon Fang!
Radiant.
Demon Fang!
I'm out of ammo. Back in the fray. Nailed it. Reload. There. And I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you. Rinwell?
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
What should I fix today?
Well, I'll see you again tomorrow. It gets a little tough to fight when I'm this full. Oh.
Yeah, but who knows when our next meal will be.
Indeed. Perhaps we should look over the menu again.
How can you still be hungry? That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Did anybody see that? Sleep now. The waters of creation. Tidal wave. Raging cascade. Feel. Tidal wave. The flashing sparks that are weak points. Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
We've turned the tables on us.
There are still more. They're all coming after me.
No time. I'm coming, Manuel.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Magic attack!
Nothing gets by me.
Far enough!
Raging cascade! Gotcha! Healing circle!
Okay, here I go.
Now I'm real mad!
Just what I thought.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint,
Nope, that'd be silly.
Healing circle!
I'm on now!
Watch this!
Eagle assault!
Radiant light! Here!
Demon Fang!
I'm out of ammo!
Here I
Don't
come.
get in my way!
You're finished!
I'm perfect! First aid! Just what I needed. Watch them sweep. I'm perfect! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
I can handle it.
Here's a healing art!
Swallow blade!
First aid!
I owe you so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this.
Sure, it's pungent.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Do it! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Don't push yourself too hard.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I'll work this through!
Annihilation!
Demon Fang!
I'll heal you all! Sleep now!
Demon Fang! Double
Here!
Demon Fang!
Go for the weak point!
No armor!
Sleep now!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! I'm on!
Radiant! Here! Hydration orb! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Hydration orb! Raging cascade!
Now you're talking!
I can do this all day!
Swallow dance!
Mega
Sonic
Ray!
Thrust!
Dance in the wind!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Blah, blah, blah.
Great.
Healing circle.
Now I can let loose.
Mega ray. Dance in the wind. In here.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Magic is there. In here.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Maelstrom. Healing circle.
Ignite!
Dance in the wind. In here.
I'm sorry to be bothered.
We've all got get toasty.
Bird strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there. What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tails doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Take this!
I'm taking too much damage. Tidal Annihilation! Here's a healing art.
Amazing.
You're mine!
Hydration Orb! Raging Cascade!
Dust to dust! Tornado Alpha!
Charge Melodic Magic Advance! Freeze Blaster! I'm out of ammo!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Healing Circle!
Double Demon Fang! I owe you one.
Sorry.
Double Demon!
You are gonna pay for that!
Searing Flame! Reload! I'll heal you! Whoa!
what I'd do without you.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
The waters of creation. Tidal wave! Snake! Raging! I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my art do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Art expert coming through!
What's this?
Healing hydration orb! Back into radiant! Raging casting! Seal! Healing circle! Tidal wave!
Why aren't you human?
To stop you dying?
Raging cascade! Fresh! Raging cascade! Blah, blah, blah!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Easy! Wait! To go! Sleep now!
Tectonic punch!
Tidal wave! Here, let me help! First aid! Ice prison! I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation! Searing flame! Reload! I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
I really owe you one.
Raging cascade! I'm already getting sleep now! I'm all stuffed up!
Here I come! Hurricane! Listen, tear! Take this!
Let's tear him up!
Sword right above us!
In here! Annihilation! Seal! Here! Purge malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Freeze laser! Annihilation! All disasters made one! Come forth the healing of purity! All disasters made one! Come forth the healing of purity!
Swallow blade! Here I come!
Lightning descend!
Strike! Talon do it! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Here come more!
You'll just have to keep fighting.
That's my cue!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
The water can help. Blah, blah, blah. Aid! Tidal wave!
This one's all mine!
Raging cascade!
Will this help?
First aid! That is your dream! Ice prison! I am dead! Security flame!
You paid for that!
Mega ray! That's quite... Here, let me help. Unique? First aid! What would I do without you? Ice prison! Here I go! I'm on a roll!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Cascade! Fred! Raging cascade! Fred! It's over! Raging cascade! Fred! Radiant love here! Ice prison! Ow! Take care of Pluto.
Stay away from my friend!
That's quite, unique. I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Whew!
What a relief!
Thanks, reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem! In here! Mega ray! Tidal wave! Raging cascade!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Raging cascade!
Double bang!
Raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
Raging arctic fire! Complete focus!
Double Demon Fang!
Whirlwind snap!
Demon Fang!
Raging cascade! Close one!
What real pain
Right
feels
back
like?
at ya. Razor cyclone! Ice prison! Hold on to your arc! Here I come!
Demon Fang!
No more sidewalk! I'll heal you all! Here goes! Ow!
Double Demon
Failure is
Fang!
not an option!
I owe you one.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and ripple thorns.
She-Hulk.
Into the shadows! Mega, I'm ready! No, it won't end like this.
I'm not done! I can't end here!
Sorry.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tails doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Mom...
Stay away from my friend! Watch Solar Blade!
I'll tear you up!
Watch and... Will this help?
Swallow Blade!
I agree with the water!
Eternal Damage!
Now, hit the glue! Raging Cascade! Here's a healer!
Amazing.
What would I do without the first one? Right back at ya! Annihilate!
Rip it
Radiant! Here!
Wyvern!
I'm out of ammo! Here goes! Ice Prison! Healing Circle!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Can't be happening!
You'll pay for that! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Far enough!
Demon Fang!
What was I
Double
thinking?
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade! First aid! Fred! Raging Cascade!
Demon Fang!
Fred!
Demon Fang!
Mega Ray! Here, let me help.
Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Demon
Rock
Fang!
Field! Reload! Here, let me help.
Demon Fang!
First
I know
aid!
you won't! Demon Fang!
Demon Flame! Reload!
I'm back into the fray!
Annihilation!
Double Demon Fang!
Here, let me
Raging
help!
Cascade! First aid! I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my art
Get
do
on
best.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
The waters of creation!
Fang!
Magic!
I can handle it!
Fang!
Hit
I owe you one.
Ice Prison!
Demon Fang!
Do
Double
it!
Demon Fang!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Sonic Thrust!
Sunlight!
Destruction! Crush! Demon
I'm out
Fang!
of ammo! Blah, blah, blah! That's healing circle! Seal!
Dragon Form! Crush!
Tidal Wave!
Far enough!
Howard Hurricane! Freeze Lancer!
It's in the Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now stand in the wind! Seal! Healing circle! In here!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint,
That's what
my
I
dear.
needed.
Nope, that'd be silly.
All philosophers made one! Come forth and healing security! Maelstrom!
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Flash! Eternal Devastation! I'm right behind you!
Into the shadow dance!
Flash!
Lightning! Ready to go!
Talon Hurricane!
Sleep now!
Eagle, I'm just getting started.
Tidal Wave! Annihilation! Blah, blah, blah! Here! Freeze Land! I'm out of ammo!
Destruction! Big Blast! Crush! Demon Fang!
Mega Ray! Annihilation! Ice Prison! Mega Ray!
Blow away! Swallow Blade!
Radiant Lust!
Do it! Now! All its Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here come more!
You'll just have to keep fighting.
An astral
Here!
art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Will this help?
Destruction!
I knew you all! Second death!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope
Here.
there isn't proof.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. What a sweep! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Will this help? Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That Trent... It's paying off!
Healing Circle! What would I do without you? Do it!
Xion!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Radiant Pierce! I'm prison! Here I go! I'm only getting...
Trinity!
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem! Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Raging Cascade! In here! Tidal Wave! Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too. In here! The waters of Creep... Blah, 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 magic! Tidal Wave! A new lease on life. I've Not so smug now.
You fight better at a distance, and further away the better. You and I both.
Don't mind if I do.
You picked the wrong fight!
Take that! Close one! Right back at ya! Close one! Gotcha! I've risen up!
I hope this medicine works as
I've
promised.
risen! Healing Circle!
I owe you one.
Sorry.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow, too. I've risen! A new lease on life! Carrot! Poodle! Here, let's... Help! Birthday! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Better! Annihilation!
The flame inside me yearns to be
I'm
let
risen!
free!
Thanks!
Demon Fang!
Just what I needed! I'm risen! Whoa! Hey! One at a time!
Demon Fang! Double
I'm
Demon
risen!
Fang!
Thanks, Xion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be better.
Sleep now! Here, let me help! Birthday! Tidal Wave!
Devastation!
Blah, blah, blah! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Let's tear 'em up!
Can't move!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! Here, let me help!
Not done yet! Take this!
Radiant Pierce!
Swallow
I'll bring
Blade!
you back from death's abyss!
Infernal Torrent!
Resuscitation!
Double demon blast!
Can't move!
Healing! I'll bring you back from I can handle it! I'm all
Eat
stuck
this!
up!
I'll run you through!
Down throw!
Do it!
Lock!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss!
Ready and ready!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
I can feel the medicine working. Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat, not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alphen!
Watch and learn! That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do.
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are...
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with one...
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world.
Yeah, I guess I can't...
Hey, is that it over there? Hey, look! We've got way more... animals.
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but... I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renin. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renin homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, You have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
they will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renins or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Elfin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Elfin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world.
I believe Shion is telling the...
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world.
No, I understand.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands.
So where do...
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all.
Yeah, I remember. It was the will...
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they can...
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out...
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, especially when that deception has led...
So, Halim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest some... As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on...
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that?
Compared to what Shion's going through, still. Even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her...
Yeah.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on. And you didn't... She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did...
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I have my own dreams. But a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive...
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there.
You really think...
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever... You were a good friend to her before.
Yeah. When you think about it, but over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, everyone... It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I could...
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure...
You? But you're the one always looking out for her.
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we.
I know. No lone wolfing.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back, or...
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what...
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems. We'll need all our strength. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point. But I guess I'll think it over more then.
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing as much as I try to look like I have things under control.
You're not the only...
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your...
No? When was that?
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you... I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me. And I knew I would always... But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to... I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword. But after that day, one time became two. And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your... It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed... I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then, I realized... I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt... Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on... I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about, so I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate, to preserve our future. And I'll win. I don't know how we're going to do it.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until... But I swear I'll be there with you.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia?
Yeah.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.